Hello, I want to talk about how to use Manchu thumb ring. It took me 3 tries to learn this, so throughout a couple of years. And well, I finally learned how to use the Manchu thumb ring this year. And since I had hard time to find resources online, I'm hoping this video can help you. So, Manchu thumb ring, how to wear this. There's a rounded side and there's a opening. So you wear the rounded side to your root of your thumb. So you have the opening side gives you more room for your thumb, bending your thumb. And how this sits on the string. So let's first talk about where it sits. I hope you can tell there is a groove where I bend my thumb, so it's not there. Otherwise it will hurt too much. So that part is very sensitive, but instead it's 1 or 2 millimeters away from there, and that's where it touches my thumb. And because the string has pressure and the ring actually is allowing me to squeeze my thumb a little bit, so the ring sits like this. So it's not right completely on the edge, but actually it pushes your thumb in a bit, and your string is sitting somewhat like this. This is exaggerating, but maybe it's more like this. So I'll show you, you can see what I'm talking about. You see the thumb while I'm pressing, you can see there is a space. So that is how it sits. And how the drawing force, what is taking the drawing force? It is a combination of the friction and it's hard to say, and the bending of the thumb, but it's not like completely. You see, like my thumb is not bended that way, like all the way. That's when you need a flat ring. This thumb ring is a shallow hook. So you see, that's how my thumb look like. And that can hold the force. And now let me talk about how my draw hand look while using a thumb ring. So the first, I will hook the string, pretend the string is here. Let's do it. So I hook the string and middle finger here helps me secure the ring during the draw, and also help me to adjust the ring. You see, like if it's too far, I will just push it back. If it's too close to my the root of the thumb, I will just wiggle a bit so it won't move. And then I will lower my index finger and let this groove touch the tip of my thumbnail. So this forms what's called a phoenix head. So now let's do it with an arrow. Knock, hook, middle finger, stabilize it, adjusting, and in position. So once in position, I twist, I apply a rotational force here into the string. I'll do it here, into the string. So that further stabilize the system so that I wouldn't misfire. It would not slip out of the shallow hook. So that's getting ready to open the to draw for the draw. So next, once after you draw the bow, get into your anchor, and during transition there's a pretty important part that helps you having a very clean release. It is during the transition, the whole transition is get the counter force of the bow loading your back muscle, and your draw hands, for 3 finger, your draw hands is relaxed, and for thumb draw it's the same thing. So you need to relax the whole structure. The force is just barely holding everything, holding the string. The force is a straight line all the way to your elbow. So you don't do this, you don't do that, you don't do this, you don't do that. So there no that kind of force going on, but there is still a rotational. That one is still there. So what's happening during the transition? You transfer during the transfer. You transfer the load to your back. During that period of time, the draw hands are also relaxing, just enough to hold the force. And then you do the expansion. Do expansion and twist. Just enough, not too much, not exaggerated twist. And the firing is just like this. It's not exaggerated. You're barely holding the weight. Everything is on your back and relaxed, so that it's following through happens naturally. So I know there are people doing a big snap, that kind of opening, but I haven't tried that. For me, it was more a relaxed, just barely holding, and snap. It's not exaggerated snap, and let the follow through happen. So now let me show you the whole shooting, the whole sequence. So loading the bow, and feel the knock, find my thumb position, secure it, adjust the ring, index finger secure my thumb, my anchor position, expanding, transferring the load to my back, and everything else is very relaxed. My bow hand is not, my jaw hand is relaxed. Just countering force, expanding, expanding. So one more thing I want to talk about is to train for a clean release. So where I learned this is from Online Archery Academy. It's a YouTube channel. You can look for him. So he was teaching 3-finger release, how you can train for a clean 3-finger release. So it's a similar idea. And what I do is I just reverse a ring. It provides a sharper edge so that I can hook the jaw hand onto it. So I hook on it. It's hard to show here. So I hook on it, and too bad I couldn't do the phoenix head shape, but the majority is here, this 2-finger. So I will load it, get to open the bow, get to the anchor position, and transfer the load to my back. And it's like during that process, I was relaxing my ring fingers and the index finger. And then not pretending, I'm actually doing the expansion. And let's see. I hope you get the idea. So that's how I train for a clean release with a thumb ring. And thank you, and I hope that helps.